isn't just Nicola. We're never going to allow a player to dictate that. He has a say, definitely, but Steve Short and that training staff, those guys felt really comfortable with him playing tonight. Have you seen us play when Nicola's on the bench? No, you know what? I went up to him. I said, listen, you guys got to be really smart. They're going to try to post you up with Boban. They're going to try to get you your fifth foul, get you out of the game. Just show your hands, be smart. And that's the thing about Nicole and I being together for going on 7 years now. The relationship, the trust, the communication. And he's a high IQ guy. He knows that I have 4 fouls and I can't put myself in a position to get his fifth. So you got to know your players. And with Nicola, really it was just keep him in the game. If he picks up his fifth, we can get him out. I took him out earlier than usual. Instead of taking him at the 2-minute mark, I took him out at the 4. Yeah, we've been giving out our defensive player of the game chain, and just gave it to Aaron. I thought Aaron and then PJ off the bench did a phenomenal job. Luca is in a million pick and rolls, and you have to have a mindset of I'm going to be into this guy, I'm going to chase him, I'm going to pursue him, and I'm going to really fight like hell to get back in front, or at least get a rear view pursue contest. And I felt we had countless examples of that, just kind of harassing him. Luca's a great player, and to have two big bodies in Aaron Gordon, in PJ Dozier, lead that charge, it was great to watch. I think it's the fifth time in franchise history that we've held an opponent under 30% from the field. You don't see that very often. First time since 2009, I believe, according to my esteemed colleague Nick O'Hare. But the best part about that is, usually when there's that many misses, you get hurt on the glass. We only gave up 6 offensive rebounds. So I think defensively tonight, from the defense to the rebounding, this was an excellent night for us. Yeah, I thought overall the bench was great. I even thought the guys that closed the game played the right way. It's hard to do. The last 6 minutes of a game that's kind of gotten out of hand can be wreck run at times. But I thought Bones did a hell of a job organizing his team. Zeke, Bowl, Marcus, Austin, those guys all played the right way. Um, Obviously, I had Will and Michael in there in the start of the second quarter, start of the fourth quarter, to have 2 starters in with that group. Just trying to stagger it and making sure we have a better blend of starters and bench guys instead of being wholesale. But overall, they were great. I mean, it was great to see Jeff Green play as aggressive as he did, attacking the basket, making plays for his teammates. So hopefully we can continue that. This is going to be a really tough road trip. I don't think we're going to land in Minneapolis till around 2:30. So hopefully we can find a way to get some quick rest and get back at it tomorrow night. Yeah, and I think the key with that is, we gave different looks. There were quite a few times when we were up at the level, and making that ball handler see a crowd, and your goal is to put him under some duress and let him get the ball out of his hands early. And then when he was down the floor, our goal when you're down the floor is try to play it more 2v2, not let that roller get behind you and keep your chest in front of the ball. And Nicola did that. He's not the greatest athlete in the world, but he's got a high IQ. He's got great hands, and he can use his verticality when it's appropriate. And you couple that with PJ and especially Aaron, it just worked really well tonight. And hopefully that's something that we can build on. Yeah, I do. And we were just talking about that. How I thought Michael did a pretty good job defensively tonight. Whether it's guarding a guy like Tim Hardaway or Reggie Bullock or Dorian Finney-Smith, just if you're not on the marquee guy, you can't allow yourself to get beat with what other guys do well. If a guy's a shooter, you have to make sure you're running him off. Finney-Smith is a great cutter and offensive rebounder. You have to have vision of him at all times. So Michael is aware of that. He wants to be an improved defensive player. And if you want to, that's a great starting point. So I've seen growth in that end. And When he starts making shots for us, that's really just going to give us a hell of a boost on offense, and we know he will. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, it's been really fun to watch. I mean, it's obviously early in the season, 5 games, but I would agree with that. I think Will's defense and his attention to detail, his want has been spectacular. I think his rebounding, when Will is healthy, he's one of our best rebounders. And his playmaking, like you put the ball in his hands, he's one of the guys on our team that can create his own shot, can get into the paint, collapse the defense, and make plays for for other people. So, 17, 6, and 5 is a hell of a line. And I ran him that whole third quarter. I just, long timeouts on a national TV game. I just want to make sure we close that quarter the right way. I didn't want to allow them to go any kind of run leading into the fourth quarter. So yeah, I thought Will was terrific tonight. Well, I love it that he loves it. There's a lot of love right now. Um, I mean, that's what he is. I mean, he literally, I think his goal should be to be an all NBA defensive player. He has that within him. I mean? Like he can go out there and guard a Devin Booker. He can go out there and guard a Luka Doncic, a Damian Lillard. You're not going to stop those guys. No one does. But I think Aaron has all the tools physically, mentally, to go out there and really be a serious candidate to be an all NBA defensive player. And that should be a goal of his. That should be a goal of ours to help him get that. You don't want to wear him down by putting him on those guys for 48 minutes. But, tonight with no Porzingis, their lineup, we just felt it was like, let's start off with this. Let's not allow Luka to get into a rhythm and then try to put a fire out. Let's try to put it out right away. So the fact that he embraces that and wants that, I think is tremendous. All right. Appreciate it, yo.